cold in the house. Got a blanket, got a tea, and I'm going to try this. Haven't tried this before, so it's kind of an experiment. I'm kind of recording my process of solving a Saturday crossword. I've been doing these for a little while, and I've been getting not necessarily like that great at them, but a lot better than I used to be, so I thought it'd be interesting for me to record my thought process, maybe to show my sister. Wow, the computer's making a lot of humming noises. Hopefully I don't know why it needs to do that. Hopefully it'll chill out. I'm not going to worry too much about the time on this, but in terms of puzzle solving time, and it will show the clock up there, but you might see the clock jump because I think I'll probably edit this so there's not big dead spots in me thinking, but you can see how long I had to think for if you look at that clock. I think that's going to be my plan. Sorry if I clear my throat every now and then. I am still a little bit sticky-throated from having had COVID a week and a half ago. All right. And then I think the last thing is that I have already played a slight bit of this crossword. I've maybe been doing this. Well, actually, hold on. Just for the sake of accuracy, let me check. I've been playing this puzzle on my laptop already for about 7 minutes before I remembered that I wanted to record this. So this first bit is going to be recapping what I did in the first 7 minutes of looking at this puzzle previously. And hopefully I'll just remember exactly the order that went in. Okay, so starting out. All right, so I started out by going through here, Where Much Grass Grows, Moolah, Jazz Funk Fusion genre. I wish I knew that off the top of my head because that sounds like the type of music I like to listen to, but without letters I'm not actually sure. Creature with a Crest could be a million things. Enterprise Headquarters, you could interpret that as like the headquarters, like maybe the city where the company Enterprise is headquartered, or it could be a more vague term for headquarters for some enterprise. Tap, I'm presuming, is going to mean something along the lines of like make use of, but I couldn't think of a thing that was 6 letters that quite fit into there. I, at this point, was kind of like going down here. So I clicked on faiths and could think of quite a few things. That could be, like credos. I feel like it's a common one. But then I thought Rosetta Stone symbol might have been rune, but I didn't have a very good idea. I thought maybe one ferried by Karen could be dead, but that's not, dead sounds like a plural to me. Anyways, what I started with was place for a sucker. My first immediate thought for that was tentacle. Which feels kind of obvious to me as an animal enthusiast, but I feel like that clue is vague enough about what it means by sucker that I thought that maybe that seems like an appropriately Saturday-ish vibe for a clue for tentacle. Anyways, I kind of after looking at this one, I kind of like burnt out on looking at the crosses almost immediately. So I thought maybe I'll focus on the things that I have down here. I had briefly put rune here, but then I noticed that TR is a bad combo, and rune doesn't really seem very good for Rosetta Stone symbol anyways. It's more of a Norse thing, right? So I realized, of course, that tagliatelle, for example, was pasta. So I put that in there. Then I started looking at these a lot. I think... that's not what I did yet. When delivering a knockout informally, no idea, into the open. This is the next one that I kind of looked at for a little bit and settled on the possibility of fourth. And that's when I noticed that Rosetta Stone symbol could be Ankh. Now, I'm unfortunately not that familiar with the Rosetta Stone symbol. I know that it has, the Rosetta Stone in general. I know that it has hieroglyphs on it, and I associate Ankhs with those, but I wasn't totally confident that Ankh was on the Rosetta Stone, but I was confident enough at this point that I felt... I have a rule for myself where I'm allowed to look up... I'm not allowed to look up a clue or any words in a clue, but, well... Or I can look up some words of a clue, but I can't just straight up look up the answer to a clue. But if I have an answer, I can type in an answer and see if it fits something. So I did look up Ankh, and yeah, there's some on the Rosetta Stones. the Rosetta Stone, so I feel confident about this now, which is good. A lot now has en at the end, and I realize that it's not tons or a bunch. It's a lot as in often. So I put that in, and that's when I noticed this looking kind of weird. The F is a pretty uncommon word, a very uncommon letter. So it's like both a reason for me to doubt fourth, but also if it's correct, it's potentially like a good way to narrow down what words this across could be, because not that many will have F, relatively speaking. Anyways, the clue for this is where much grass grows, and I was starting to worry about this because it looked like it's just going to be poof, and that doesn't feel like it has anything to do with grass. Then I realized it could be pot farms, which seemed like a bit of a stretch, until I went down here, and one's repeating "I do" in 1976, question mark, A blank blank A. I don't know if that's an ABBA song, but ABBA is such a common crossword thing that there was enough in there. Ones, so it's a plural. ABBA is a plural. I do sounds like it could be a song. You would repeat "I do" in a song, whereas you wouldn't repeat "I do" in any normal usage. So I felt pretty confident saying that's ABBA. I should say pot farms was the last word I put in on my other puzzle. I haven't put in ABBA yet, so now we're in new territory. This is, new territory now. And it's been about 7 minutes of recording, so that's about how long it took me to get all this in the first place. Enterprise headquarters. This looks like Starbuck now. Is that a city? Is there like a Starbuck, Texas? That really feels like it's going to be one delivering a knockout informally. I think I just do not know this. What is it, a trunk? Oh, this will be Afrobeat for jazz funk fusion genre. I want it to be trank. I'm kind of going to look up trank since that's an answer and see if it means anything. Other than, oh wait, sorry, I was thinking one delivering a knockout was like a boxer, but no, one delivering a knockout would be a tranquilizer. Okay, cool. I don't know why that didn't click for me. I had like set in my ways about what I was interpreting that clue as meaning. Literary film critic Janet. I don't think I know this one. Girded is steeled. It's pretty easy. It's a little too easy for a Saturday. Betty's sister on Ugly Betty, I do not know. 6 down. Access as a pocket. It's going to be reach into. Yeah. Well, I can start to guess like feminine names on this, like Hilda, Helga, but nothing I'm very confident about. I'm feeling like the 7 down is going to end in ER. I could just put that down now. It's just like a common name ending with L. Like it could be Mahler or Mailer. Starbale? Wait, hold on. I'm looking at star now with the E from steeled. Starbase. That seems likely. I don't know what that means. Anyways, it feels like it'd be weird for it to be anything other than Starbase. So I'm going to put the S in. I guess it's an actor's name. But is it going to be somebody I know, like I recognize or not? I don't know. Cork's Place. Maybe. Well, I'm immediately thinking of Ireland, but that's probably not right. It's in a bottleneck. Coming back to that, Sherlock Holmes cover-up question mark? Oh, okay, so this is obviously the name of this weird hat that Sherlock Holmes wears, but I do not know what that is called. Weird hat words. The first one coming to mind is trilby, but I don't fucking know what a trilby is. I am actually going to look up trilby. Nope. That's not the kind of hat I want. Well, I just don't know, and I might not know that word at all. Orange side dish. Now, is that orange is in the fruit or orange is in the color? Hip within, in style, I suppose. Lolcats, for example. The plural is a little annoying, but I think it would still have to be meme. Or it could be, wait, what is a lolcat? Are those GIFs? Cyber Monday activity. Oh, never mind. It's memes because that's e-sale. Her little baby loves... what? Her little baby loves clam bake. I have no idea. Home for Deer Isle and Moosehead Lake. Well, probably Maine. I'm going to guess. Doc Blank. pirate who claimed to have thrown a no-hitter on LSD. I don't know what any of that means. What do you mean? What's a no-hitter? Like, that sounds like a baseball thing. On LSD, pirate? That is a mystifying clue. Novel's end? The traditional thing for this to be would be L, right? Novel's end. But, blank declassified, old Nickelodeon show. Oh. This might be one for me to ask someone. Hey, Jaleesa. All right, yeah, Jaleesa knew that one. It's Ned's, apparently. Where for Clint Eastwood, this would famously be one of those weird rain jackets without sleeves. Oh, fuck. What's that called? A poncho. Wait, so is style wrong? Isn't it famously a poncho? That would fit, too. I feel like it has to be poncho. Poncho. In vogue, in style, in season. Frick. Well, I don't know. Got a lot of letters down here. Nexus 7 rival. I have no idea what Nexus 7 is. Sounds like a gaming computer. Before making one's debut, something in here I think is going to be wrong. Well, that might be a dead corner for now. Stabilizing kitchen supply. What is that called? A vice. A vise. Faddish food regimen. Well, it's going to be something diet. And probably paleo. It's too long for keto. Just put in paleo for now. It's funny, it's just food regimen. It's like, you know, that's just like synonym for diet. It's just like clearly they had to call it that so that they could include the word diet in the answer. Italian count? Question mark? Oh, man. So that's probably just going to be 1, 2, 3 in Italian. Sometimes with translation clues, if I like can interpret their meaning, I will let myself like use a translation tool, because how am I going to know what Italian for 1, 2, 3 is, you know? But I'll leave it in case it is easier later. Oh, this one's easy. Dr. Doom. Does this give me anything? Nope. Tameness. Docility. Power outage, question mark? Like a coup. Or what do they call it when it's on a boat? A mutiny. Or something. Not enough letters for that yet. Shangri-La's lack. Shangri-La is like not a real place, right? It's like paradise. I want to put like evil, but I feel good about docility. One of the things for me is that like if I think of an answer before I've counted the letters and then it just happens to fit, like that's a pretty good sign that I'm onto something. Symbol of purity in Lille? The fuck is Lille? Oh, never mind. That's a French city or something, and it's Lee, as in the French word for lily. I think. Is that the French word for lily? Fleur-de-lis? I don't know. Caterwaul. I mean, the obvious would be whale. Is that too obvious? That feels way too obvious for Saturday, but maybe they just think that caterwaul is a rare word. I'm still kind of thinking about style. Is there any word for caterwaul that would end with T? Oh, wait. No, this is bad. Never mind. Whale doesn't feel good. TW is a bad combo. Kind of bullet. Silver? Maybe? There's a few too many V's in this puzzle. V's are a weird one, though, so let me see. Oh, that does not look good. What fucking word for money would have a V in it and a P? Those are weird letters. Tap. Now that, I'm seeing U's in there. Use. Tap could be use for. The problem with this is that, like, what's going to go in front of this? It's going to be a vowel, right? Yeah, I think it has to be a vowel. So we can narrow it down a lot. Like, look at that. And that, like, does anything resembling a word for money pop up in your head when you see that? Oh. Because not me. I'm going to delete paleo and see if use for is anything. This is definitely an actor I don't know. Oh, Sarai would probably know. Novel's end. Well, it starts with an E like I would want L to. Figaro, for example. Now, is Figaro an opera or just the protagonist of an opera? This is looking more like Hilda now. Since I was predicting that earlier and the D fell in place, I'm going to put Hilda Inn. This kind of wants to be an S, but that makes me think Maine is wrong. I'm gonna look up lakes in Maine. Oh, I said lake is there. Okay. All right. Well, I'll leave that there then. See, that's a great example of me allowing myself to look up my answer, you know? Because if I just look up lakes in Maine, that shouldn't have anything to do with the clue if the clue wasn't cluing Maine. So it wouldn't be a risk that I'd be finding out something that I wouldn't have otherwise known, aka that, you know, I already knew that it was Maine, sort of. That makes this really interesting to me because I'm pretty confident about ECL2, especially since that M being correct kind of confirms mean for me. But LN is a weird one. I don't want to ask Lisa what a Nexus 7 is. Kind of sounds like it'd either be a phone or a computer. It's some tech thing for sure. Right? Or, oh wait, it could be a car. I don't know cars very well. This could be lizard. It's a little too vague for my taste, but there are lizards with crests. A creature that may have a crest could be lizard, but not all lizards have crests, so that's a weird way to clue it. If this now wants to be either an N or an E, but I mean, there's no way for me to know. It's kind of gonna. It's like this square right here is in two names that I don't know, so there's going to be no way for me to confirm. It's going to have to be my last letter. I think that should just be illegal. You should never have a square that's in two names. C is the second letter there is pretty awkward. I'm also kind of confused because, like, the clue is plural, suggesting that the word could be plural and have an S, but it seems unlikely because AI is the end of the words. I feel like I would immediately know what it was, and I don't, so I think that's wrong. It's going to be like a group noun that doesn't end in S. I'm seeing AI blank and thinking air. I think it's going to be two words, and the second one is going to start under 47 down here. Or it'll start with A and be air. Like hot air could be crosswords, maybe. Before making one's debut. Kind of want to start with pre. Then it looks like pre-nasal. Could be something. This could be garden green. Then so this would start with G though. You know, it's so in gloop right now. This feels like it's going to be an N or an E, and I think N is much more likely. I might look up Maslin. Janet Maslin, American journalist. What do I think this is going to be? A D? I just don't know if this is going to be somebody I've heard of. I've never heard of Le Bourgeois Gentilhomme. It does tell me that the name's going to be French, though. This is another one that's got to start with a vowel, if that silver is correct. I think this is going to end with S. It's going to be something ist. Now, Shangri-La is different from Eden. Do they just mean paradises in general, or does Shangri-La have some specific quality? Oh. It's probably Uno. Is Uno Italian, too? I feel like Italian would be Una. This is definitely a count. I think it is tre. Like, Una, duo, tre. D-O-R. What is the D-O-R? Department of Revenue. That could be seeking to catch 11 down. Well, it's the IRS that, I don't know, that seems... Is it Uno? You know what, screw this. I'm so close to having this that I am just going to look up, translate Italian. Okay, Uno counts. And just to make sure, 2 is due. Oh, 3 is tre, right? Yeah, okay, due. I don't feel too bad about that. Well, this definitely looks like a French name now. Well, this would be like Millier. Oh, wait, what if it is? Who's that guy that they reference in Breakfast Club? Moliere. I'm gonna look up Breakfast Club. Really pumps my nads. Moliere. Okay, different. Just want to make sure. Heir apparent to a French king. So the French word for prince. Fuck if I know. It's not just prince. There would be a Y in it if style is correct. This is going to be mama. How did I not realize that earlier? Now, it could be mama with an O. I'm going to look that up. Mama's little baby loves clam bake. Fuck it, I'm looking it up. Is it going to be mama's? That seems weird. But that works a lot better with the crosses I have so far. Sorry, I looked that one up because I was so confident that I was right. Mama's little baby loves clam bake. It is mama's little baby, but the way this is phrased, that feels wrong. Her kind of covers the plural or the possessive part of that. E-sale is wrong. So is poncho. Because this is prenatal. That technically means that it could be mama still, but that looks weird without it being an O. Do people spell mama with two M's like that and an A? E-tail would be like, you know, the internet retail, but it's not really an activity. Is retail an activity? Should I just put it in? I need answers on the Nexus 7 thing. I think that's going to be my best bet. Oh, what the hell? Is it the famous iPod Acne? But I'm really confident about prenatal. Wherever Clint Eastwood in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly can't be a poncho, therefore. E-tail could be an activity. I don't know. Doesn't feel great to me, but crosswords could be email, though. Doc Ellis? That would make this sound really plural, though. And it's not important figures. Oh, hate mail? Maybe it's not email. PH is still a valid combo. I like to check the likeliness of my word once I put it in by what letter combos it creates, and all of these are still legal. I guess that kind of confirms e-tail, which it seems likely and yet stupid to me. But I've definitely had clues in previous puzzles that mentioned Cyber Monday and started with ET, and they were e-tail. So it's an important figure business. It ends with E. It's probably going to be an R. And I still think that this could be like that. Sailor. If it was seller, that makes more sense. But sailor? This could be Una. I feel like the fad diets are keto and paleo. You know what? Let's delete use for now. Put paleo back in to see if anything looks better with that now. Yeah, that's soul. Karen Ferries the souls. DEA, right? Drug Enforcement Administration. Hell yeah, that's definitely. Slaced. Wait, how is this not Creed's? It's definitely Creed's. So Vise is wrong. That's too bad. This is an iguana. It's funny, I was thinking about that earlier when I was thinking about a lizard, but at the time it didn't fit. That's what I had. Stabilizing kitchen supply. Wait, agar with an A. Practice with the Book of Shadows. Wicca. Wampum. Manslayer. Oh my god. Is it actually Moliere? Hold on, say that again. Breakfast Club really pumps. Oh, did I say pups? Pumps my nads. Moliere. It is, isn't it? It was him after all. That's really funny. The DEA catches... What? This is call on. Mules. Oh, drug mules. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Wow. Is Shangri-La's lack ills? Seems stupid. Is this a plural? It is. All right, well. Ulster? Ilster. I think it's probably Ulster. I'm gonna type in Ulster. Ulster coat. There you go. Well, it wasn't his hat, but you know. Yeah, I was just like running through vowels at that point, and Ilster, Elster, Ulster didn't seem like me. Ulster could have been, but Ulster sounded like a thing I'd heard before, so that's why my guess was that. I want this to start with, let's see, what is this? In abundance. It could be an S, or it's a vowel. Most likely an E, and could be an O if it ended with 2. It's iPod mini. Serape? Right? Just let me confirm how that's spelled. Yeah, there we go. Not a poncho. That came to me. Surely this ends with a S or an E. This is interesting because it wants to be a consonant as far as 32 down is concerned, but a vowel would look best with 42 across. Not necessarily, but I guess it also could be an abbreviation, in which case anything goes, so never mind. It still should be a consonant. I don't think ETO blank is going to be its own word. I think that word is going to have to start here, which means that it's going to be COU blank, and that's the end of a word. Which would make that's coup. Is coup short for something? Let me look that up. I'm just going to look up coup. Coup d'etat. Of course it is. iPad mini. iPad mini? Is that a thing? Is there an iPad mini? iPod mini was definitely a thing. Was iPad mini a thing? Okay, alright, so it is. Alright, I don't know how it took me so long to realize it was coup d'etat. I said it was coup way back when, and then got the U and didn't click with me. This is probably going to be wasps. That feels like what I would call female flying fighters. Hip with honed in. Within. It could be honed in is what my brain is thinking. Honed in, tuned in. That works better with the R too. Garden. Trees. Garden. No, trellis is too long. Garden trail? There's such a thing as a garden trail. I think. I don't like a word ending in I, but it is a plural, and I is one of the 2 possible endings for a traditional plural that's not a group noun. Caterwaul. Oh. Hold on. Before we do anything with that. That's easier. Clued in, I guess. Net sailor? Wait, isn't dolphin a word? No, that sounds like dolphin, but isn't that a word? Let me look up what that means now that I have it in there. The eldest son of the King of France. Yeah, there you go. That is a word. Positive response to how you doing. Garden. See, I'm still letting silver be here because CR is an allowed combo. Oh. This is weird. I was so confident about ball, but the TB is bad. It has to be reach into. It's definitely reach into. Come on, it's reach into. Maybe I should look up the wasps, because that's what's really making me think ball. Wasps. Oh, look at that. World War II. Already coming up. Come on. It's definitely what it is. Okay, so what's this? Does it not reach into? This could be not so bad. That's bad, though. I don't like that. What keeps apart? A space, right? Space between a and part and apart. There are beans that end with O. I didn't see this clue before. Bean. Blank bean. Soya bean is a common one. Yeah, probably not so bad. Let's say it's soya. What would that make this look like? Not great. Gonna put not so bad back in. Didn't see that clue before. One with recess appointments. Like, I mean, recess, most people think school, right? But then at the same time, recess appointments sounds like it's probably a court thing. And so if it's a pun on the court thing, then it's probably actually school kids or... I see that the L is in the right place for school. That doesn't seem likely, given that that leaves us 2 letters for the last word. Schoolers? I don't think so. Okay, delete all of this. Don't look at this anymore. Look at this. That's the weird part. It ends with B. We feel pretty confident about it. It ends with B. That's weird. By the tub. By the pound if you spelled it LB. But I feel like that'd be a really weird thing to do. It's really bugging me that reach into wasn't right. That seems super dumb. You reach into your pocket. That is what you do. He reached into his pocket. I'm sorry, it has to be that. What the fuck is up with this TB? Is it not B? No, it's not. It's howl. And this is good. Is it? Mung bean. This is interesting. It's not strictly speaking illegal, but definitely narrows it down in a way that I'm not seeing. Pop gun. That's fun. What keeps apart? Apart. Kind of want this to be an E. Could be an O. Preschoolers? Doesn't fit, obviously, but why does it start with P? Pupil. I mean, caterer's preparation is often called plates. But then why is there these 3? I mean, it really should be doing good. Can you do that? I've never seen the word from a clue used in the answer. I feel like that's against the rules. This is yowl. It's a plenty. God, wow, this sure went through some different forms. However, I wanted to point out this. Yowl shares the same last letter as my very first guess. Even though I've gone through many different things that this could be, one of the letters in the final word was in my first assumption, whale. Which is a good example to me of why you should just put in your first guess, even if it doesn't have any really good reason sometimes. Because if I had stuck with whale, I mean, I wouldn't have stuck with whale because there was other things that had a problem, that it had a problem with, and I would have known it wasn't right. But, you know, if I had gotten more of these first and then gotten whale, I might have gotten clued earlier, you know? Well, this is going to be opera something. Could be we're good. What keeps apart? G? No, that's just definitely not that. Oh, what keeps... Never mind. It's gel. Hair gel. What keeps apart? A hair part. This could be real good then. Real good, I guess. So I want this to be like play. Party food? Flying bullet? Seems weird. This kind of wants to be an S. Can I look up rugby try, like as in play? I'm gonna look up rugby try. See if that's a thing. Try is a way of scoring points. Gotta be, right? I'm not even gonna find out if it's 4-point or not. That feels like a good. It's too short for playgrounds. Ones with recess appointments could have been playgrounds in my mind, but orange side dish. I must not know this. Yams? Playmates, probably. Blood curdling. Is Figaro the name of a character, a song, both? The opera itself? Is it opera aria? Is Figaro the aria? I've never seen aria not by itself before, but it's such a common word that it seems possible. Then again, FAA, anything with AA. I'm gonna act like Playmates is right. Garden cress? It's probably gonna be an E, right? This has to be a vowel, which makes it weird. There's not many things it could be I mean, like if the S is the start of a new word, then it has to be an O, and it's do something starts with S and ends with S. Do says, for no doubt, not quite working. So, it still has to be a vowel, but I think that the S is part of that word. But if it's D blank S and then a new word, that's awkward. So it probably should be the first four as one word. But then it's a two-letter word ending in S at the end. I mean, crest could certainly be wrong, but dishes. Not too many vowels it could be other than O, actually. If the S's are right, if even one of the S's are right. Maybe the food is wrong. It's gotta be an E. It's gotta be. I don't know why that didn't occur to me earlier. It's not necessarily right, but okay, yeah, I think it is right though. But like, I was trying to think of words that meant blood curdling and started with S, and scary didn't occur to me. I think this is going to be yes, which is a little bit annoying. God, if this is E-L-L-E, why would you spell it like that? Typically, L is spelled E-L-L in a crossword. So that would be stupid, I think. But watch it become that. Is a tracer bullet a thing? Party tray. I don't know what a tracer bullet is, but that sounds familiar. Rotate. Opera roll. Well, that's good. Tip off says alerts. Okay, something's wrong. I'm in an interesting position now because I just don't really have a great way of knowing what part is wrong. I'm guessing it's this, but all of the crosses feel great, so I just don't understand it. Oh, novel's end is et, as in you could... Novelette? Who says that? I think it's novella when you have a little novel. This one could be the wrong. Hilda. So funny that it ended up being Moliere. Well, okay, at this point what I have to do to finish is I have to check, and I need to check as little as I possibly can. So I'm going to start with checking squares I think could be wrong. And then words. This one always seemed a little bit weird. There we go. Net sales, of course. Alrighty. That is it. Alright. There, you can pause if you want to see that. Didn't I say Ellis? I think I did say Ellis at some point. And it turned out to be that. Kind of ashamed of myself that I didn't see that. Well, no shame in like testing things and having them be right, I guess. That one I should have seen though. There. Anyways, that's my puzzle.